Okay, this is a quick run through of how to write for WordPress if you're new to this. So you're going to start by going onto the main page and logging in. Once you've done that with your username and password, you go up to the top where it says new and click on post. Once you've done that, you'll see this screen. Add title, well, that's obvious. Add a title, just type it in. Now you can actually cut and paste things in, but on this occasion we're going to do a little poem. Okay. Now you click on this add block and then bring up this menu, and it's fairly self-explanatory. So we're going to have a paragraph. That just means we're going to type some text. So let's type some text. So say we can cut and paste text in here if you've already written it elsewhere. You don't have to do this every single line. If you hit return, it's going to assume that you're doing the same thing you did last time. If you want a blank line, that's sort of a little bit fiddly. I've found that you have to just hit the space key to get rid of that annoying text there. So that's worth doing. And then just keep on adding lines until you've got all the text that you want in there. And of course, if you've cut and pasted it, it's going to be really quickly. Now you have the option to put text in bold. You've got the option to put text in italics. You've got also the option to underline and do all the other things that you would normally do. You can also use text as a link out to another file, which could be useful if you're writing an article and you want to reference it. Remember to hit definitely the first one, maybe or maybe not the second one, and probably not the third option on there. You can also use these three dots here to do other things. You can justify it. You can find other little bits and pieces on there that you can do. It's all fairly self-explanatory, really. Text color, you can change the color of the text. You can change it fairly easily by word, or you can overdo the old lot. You can change the alignment, so you can have it at the center of the page, obviously the right of the page or the left alignment. It's all entirely up to you, and you can do that by line or just by clicking on a whole batch of stuff. You can change the size of the font that you're using. You can put in a custom size using pixels or other sizes. It's all fairly straightforward, really. One thing you really need to remember to do is to click the categories, which you'll find on the Post tab. If you come down here, you'll see all the categories. So on this one, this is a poem, so we'll hit, and it's not exactly funny, but we'll hit humour and poetry, and you want up to 3 categories, basically, no more than that, because it just gets confusing on the front page. Decide what the main category is. It's obviously not funny enough to be humour, so it's going to be poetry, and then you can put in as many tags as you want. Just type in a tag, hit either the return key or a comma, and that will become a tag. That's the stuff that search engines is going to pick up, so you want to use as many of those as you can think of. But again, it's up to you. You can use hundreds if you want. It will make no difference to the way the whole thing looks. Other than that, there isn't much you can do. We're taking care of images at our end because we're concerned about copyright issues, so that's going to be our responsibility. Once you've done everything you want to do, go into the preview menu at the top and have a look and see how it's going to look. So different tablet, whether it's on a desktop or mainly it's going to be on a mobile, so it's good to check it there. Once you're happy with the preview, just hit publish. It will then say submit for preview, which means it's coming to one of our editors, who will then look at it, read it over, add in the images, and publish it to the site for you. At which point we'll send you the link. Make sure that it's saved before you move off. But once it's saved, that's it. Either go off and write something else, go off and have a cup of tea, couple of beers, or whatever you want to do. And that is basically it. Easy peasy.